Usually I don't do news. I'm not Anthony Brian Logan or MSNBC or any of those Al Jazeera type channels. But I felt I had to throw my opinion in the pot when Bob Johnson has been getting a lot of criticism from the black community online, black Twitter, black Facebook, black YouTube, in his support for President Donald Trump and the economy that Trump has provided U.S. citizens. Bob Johnson talks about the Democratic Party in a recent interview, I believe, with MSNBC. He says that they have gone too far to the left. Now, this is interesting coming from a person who has been a lifelong Democrat, a person who voted for Hillary Clinton. Now, you know how I feel about Hillary Clinton. I've done numerous videos on Hillary Clinton. I won't go there right now, but you can't, for me, get more left than voting for Hillary Clinton as a black person. Even he says that it's went too left for the Democratic Party. And if a candidate wants to beat Donald Trump, they're going to have to move more center. Now, this is offending a lot of black people in black America. I've heard people calling them anything close to a child of God. You know, your typical sellout name calling and all of this. And had it be anybody else, I wouldn't say anything. Let it be Cornel West that had said that. Let it have been Michael Eric Dyson who had said that. Then you would not get a video from me. But because you are talking about Bob Johnson, I will not let you get away with that. I'm just not going to let you do that. Because I am what I consider to be a person that is pro-black, pro-African American. How could you even raise your mouth to talk about the legendary and honorable Bob Johnson? How could you? How could you fix your mouth to say anything about this guy? Let's go down a list of accomplishments. Bob Johnson, I believe he went to University of Illinois first, and he went to an Ivy League school second, worked his way through college. Went through all types of discrimination in the 60s and the 70s. Bob Johnson then makes BET, finds a need for black entertainment aimed at African American people when other networks would not do it. Sure, you had, what's his name? Norman, whatever, the guy that made Sanford and Son, and you had certain shows directed at African American. You had your Bill Cosby, but Bob Johnson made a whole network. Bobby Jones Gospel, BT After Dark. You guys know Donnie. Oh, come on, man. BET had it in the basement. Listen, Bob Johnson made that for us. He created a lane that wouldn't nobody dare enter in. Gave people jobs in black entertainment and black media that could not even have ever done it. Well, he sold it out to the white man. Well, I wonder why. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't BT losing money? If I'm not mistaken. Again, here we have BET. We're not even supporting it. The man go and make something for us, and it's us that don't support it. Then here he goes again, breaking other barriers. Goes out to Monrovia, Liberia. Here's Bob Johnson being a Pan-African, trying to get African Americans to invest in Liberia. Goes out and make a 5-star, beautiful resort outside of Monrovia. If that isn't enough, he goes and makes a new auto holding company. Still, the richest African American company right now in America worth $1.8 billion or something like that. Then, not only that, he goes and buys the Charlotte Bobcats at the time, the first majority owner of an NBA franchise. And then he opened the door for Michael Jordan to come in there and be the second black owner and majority owner in the NBA history. And you fix your mouth to talk about this man. For saying what? The truth? See, this is what I have a problem with a lot of our African-American liberal population. Because, see, here's my position. Bob Johnson, if you were to criticize him for lying, you would have no argument from me. But see, Bob Johnson been feeling like this for a long time. He just ain't said nothing. See, Bob Johnson with BET, he familiar with Baltimore. He familiar with DC, Little Rock, Memphis, Gary, Indiana, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Los Angeles, Memphis, Flint. Any black Democratic city that you go to. Bob Johnson knows something that we know. Cleveland, it's failing. Jackson, Mississippi, failing. Atlanta, failing. Failing. And not only has it been failing, now he's talking about it from an American standpoint, but I know what Bob Johnson is seeing. He's seeing African Americans getting replaced. He's seeing a whole lot of problems with gentrification. See, these are things he can't really talk about, maybe. But see, all of these things he's seeing the single parenthood. He's seeing crime like never before. He's seeing all of these things. He's seeing black people going backwards. So much so that the only hope that Bob Johnson feels, I think that the black community has, is to vote for Donald Trump. That's how bad it has gotten. Now, he can't say that all the way, but I'll just read in between the lines and say, he's right. The Democrats have went far left. They've been going far left since the 80s. They've been going far left. And every black failing city, Philadelphia included, all cities under black Democratic rule or half population are failing. Now, I ain't talking about this in America general, because they're failing there too. And people don't want to vote for him. But when it comes to black issues, he's right. Oh, he praised the economy. The economy is doing better. Well, here comes a lot of anti-Trump supporters. Well, that's Obama's economy he's dealing with. Okay, let me just deal with this real quick. This little red herring. Because here's what you'll say. If he had made the economy worse, in your opinion, you would say, man, you see, Obama, he had the economy one way. Donald Trump came and messed it all up. And then on the vice versa, if the economy is doing good or better, well, he just inherited that. See, here's the real issue. The real issue is that Democrats and black people in general do not want to face the fact, and I'm going to say this, and people are not going to like it, but I got to be real. I got to agree with Bob Johnson. We are also responsible for many of our failures in black America or in the black community, and especially in black cities. Although we have been through a group of horrible experiences, ancestors included, nobody can take away the failures that we have hurt ourselves. And we have allowed the Democrats to do that to us time again, especially black Democrats that have continued to go far left, continue to raise, I don't know, what is this? Now, I'm not talking about the black community right now, but California, if California were to leave the United States, they would leave with like 15% of the debt. I mean, all this overspending, all of this broke assedness, all of these crybaby rights is going on in America right now. People are tired of this. It is so much so that Bob Johnson's tired of this. And look who's criticizing him. Our own people. Y'all are not even not even aware enough that this man has spent his life giving African Americans a hand up. None of you have that resume. There has been few people that can do. I would put Bob Johnson up there with anybody in African American history. Who has done more for black people? Opened the door more for blacks? Outside of maybe Dr. King and somebody in civil rights. Somebody like Bob Johnson. Bob Johnson is a trendsetter in black America. And you will fix your mouth to say that when Bob Johnson knows the ins and outs. As a billionaire, he got access to information that people don't have. He knows that the party is messing up. And not only does he know it from black America, he knows that America in general is tired of this stuff going too far left. And I just cannot see how you guys can fix your mouth to criticize Bob Johnson. I just can't see it. I can't see it. For telling it like it is. And you know what? There are going to be more black people telling it like it is. Because why? This country and the Democrats going too left, especially in the black community, it's going too far. And it's a shame that now it's gotten to the point where you got people like him, lifetime Democrats, saying, you know what? I'm voting for Trump. And a lot of Democrats, they're afraid of that. They're afraid of it. So I had to, put my 2 cents in this. Guys, what do you think? Let me know. Subscribe, hit the bell. As you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.